Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth. Today we are going to continue on with Eden to Armageddon, Volume 1. We are on video number 72. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, and share down below so that the message of Yahuah can get to more people. And the donation link is down in the description box. And then the next video we're going to do is the VYND, the next chapter in Genesis. I decided that now we are going to do, each day I'm just going to rotate. I'm going to do this book and then read the VYND, and then the next day I'm going to do the Sefer and the Return of Yahushua book. Okay, so we are on the Muslim Brotherhood scam. Could there be a sinister force lurking behind what is really happening in the Middle East? In Libya, rebel forces were continually firing after a ceasefire to provoke Gaddafi, causing him to retaliate. Just who were those rebel forces NATO troops were supporting? We have never been told. According to Alex Jones, host of InfoWars, NATO shipped in terrorists to launch the final attack on Tripoli that ended Gaddafi's dictatorship. It is interesting, Gaddafi confirmed to media many months earlier Obama was Muslim and was lying to the American people. Gaddafi went on to say, if Obama says something we Muslims do not like, it is a form of taqiyya, a permissible lie to deceive infidels, because Obama is a master of taqiyya. You're good, Beanie, you're good, you're good. Oh, I love you. Ooh. Did Gaddafi's open comments cause Obama to join forces to bring him down before he told too much about Muslims knowing Obama was an Islamic born in Kenya? Was NATO used to take over Libya for the Muslim Brotherhood? Does anyone think it was unusual before Libyan rebels ever took over Libya from Gaddafi's regime, Libya somehow already had power to establish a new central bank and also form a new national oil company? Rothschild bankers have been very busy. They had already taken over Iraq and Afghanistan, and now Libya. To make sure people never learn the truth, Gaddafi was killed to justify their takeover. Those driving unrest in the Middle East using an army of so-called rebels are also about to put in power an end-of-days ruler. Months earlier in Egypt, you're okay, Bean. Months earlier in Egypt, or Mitzrayim, people have taken to the streets protesting President Mubarak's economic plans for poor people, as 40% were living below poverty level. Initial crowds demonstrating peacefully and seeking solutions described a strange turn of events. They claimed large numbers of protesters, not of Egyptian origin, but having dark skin, showed up and began destroying Egypt, or Mitzrayim. Original protesters were replaced by highly organized groups said to all be carrying identical models of cellular phones. Eyewitnesses also reported them carrying identical blankets and speaking Egyptian in a strange accent or different dialect. Who were these rebellious infiltrators? No one seems to know. Things got so out of hand due to these new demonstrators no longer protesting but looting and killing that President Mubarak left his position to a unit of his military called the Armed Forces Supreme Council. Then, out of the blue, a group calling themselves Muslim Brotherhood stepped in with blessings from our President Obama. There was indeed a coordinated effort to topple Mubarak from outside of Egypt. Less than a month before, a similar pro-democracy protest ousted Tunisia's dictator Zine El Abidine Ben Ali into exile during January 2011. Just who is this Muslim Brotherhood hidden subtly behind sheepskin promising pro-democracy? They are a satanic secret order formed to incite universal change in all Muslim countries of the Middle East, just like their serpent father dangling his fruit to Kua or Eve in the name of change. The Muslim Brotherhood began as a religious social organization, preaching Islam, teaching the illiterate, setting up, sorry Bean, are you uncomfortable? Sorry. Setting up hospitals and even launching commercial enterprises. They have been patterned exactly like the Order of Knights Hospitaller years ago. All Brotherhood groups were and still are established by Satan's lineage to secretly do their dirty work. Each order has a defining trait like their father Satan. They hide behind good works while killing and pillaging for themselves. Egypt's Muslim Brotherhood held a public internal election Saturday, August 6, 2011, for the first time in its history in a display of openness before their parliamentary election in November 2011. What a dog and pony show for news media as Egypt is still reeling in turmoil while continuing to kill Christians and burn American flags. Outbreaks from September 2012 through September 2012 through December 2012 were as bad as before Mubarak was forced to leave office. Apparently, Mubarak was not Egypt's real problem. According to an article appearing in Reuters, August 2011, the group's guide, Mohammed Badi, said in a speech at their first election event held in a Cairo hotel, "The elections taking place in this open manner is one of the gains of the blessed revolution that has allowed freedom of expression and granted freedom to all Egyptian citizens, including the Muslim Brotherhood." All voters attending the event were members of the Brotherhood's 122-strong decision-making Shura Council. Following voting, the Brotherhood hosted a Ramadan iftar banquet at a cost estimated by a local newspaper of £1 million Egyptian pounds, £102,506. Stella, what are you doing? Oh, I think her dad just pulled in, so she's excited. With guests which included military council members, government officials, and presidential candidates. Money, 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 money. It is so funny. All part of a rich man's world. So I apologize. I have to cut myself off for a second. I forgot to say, this is for entertainment purposes only. So where were all those poor people who first asked for help from their Egyptian government officials? They were mere pawns used for a power change that will never help them one bit in the future. On June 24, 2012, Mohammed Morsi, a member of the Muslim Brotherhood, won Egypt's elections just as planned by using poor people's votes and hope for change. It is all a game of smoke and mirrors. Bella's got her crown on. Roscoe, stop.
Come on. Hey. Come on.
Hey.
Roscoe.
You guys gotta calm down. We got the family in. Ow! Hold on. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I hope you guys got to watch until this point here. Oh, 1 second. I apologize. Okay, I apologize. I keep pausing. I just keep getting these messages and stuff, and the dogs go crazy because they hear stuff outside. I apologize. Okay, so we're gonna keep going here. Okay, Illuminati global elite working behind the scenes, uniting Islamic countries of which they rule, are also the overseer of groups like Muslim Brotherhood. When protests in Egypt first started to escalate, Nobel Peace laureate, laureate, laureate Mohammed El Baradei, past Director General of International Atomic Energy Agency, was quickly available. Sorry, Bean, to take International Atomic Energy Agency, or to take the driver's seat. Was quickly available to take the driver's seat. The IAEA, which he once oversaw at its top level, is an intergovernmental group connected directly to the United Nations. How convenient! El Baradei was also connected to the Council of Foreign Relations that controls intelligence operatives worldwide. The CFR, along with Chatham House, I love you, babe, had worked with the Muslim Brotherhood for years. Therefore, Obama ordering Mubarak to leave was part of a detailed plan to bring in factions appearing to make change, but whose change has nothing to do with the commoners. Instead, it will cost many poor people their lives. Such deceptive changes are all being orchestrated to bring a final war to the Middle East, the prophesied battle of Armageddon. Behold, therefore, I am against thee, and against thy rivers, and I will make the land of Egypt, or Mizraim, utterly waste and desolate, from the tower of Syene even unto the border of Ethiopia. Bella, please, your dad had to go. Bella, you're just caught in your ear. Hold on. Okay. I apologize. Ezekiel 29:10. Beanie, can you please just sit up for everybody? I love you. Okay. For the day is near, even the day of the Adonai is near. A cloudy day. It shall be the time of the heathen, and the sword shall come upon Egypt, and great pain shall be in Ethiopia. When the slain shall fall in Egypt, and they shall take away her multitude, and her foundations shall be broken down. Ethiopia and Libya and Lydia, and all the mingled people, and Tube, and the men of the land that is in league, shall fall with them by the sword. Thus saith the Adonai Yahuah. They also that uphold Egypt shall fall, and the pride of her power shall come down. From the tower of Syene shall they fall in it by the sword, saith the Adonai Yahuah. And they shall be desolate in the midst of the countries that are desolate, and her cities shall be in the midst of the cities that are wasted. And they shall know that I am the Adonai, when I have set a fire in Egypt, and when all her helpers shall be destroyed. In that day shall messengers go forth from me in ships, to make the careless Ethiopians afraid, and great pain shall come upon them, as in the day of Egypt, for lo, it cometh. Ezekiel 30:3-9. Egypt has never been desolate or totally uninhabited for any 40-year period in history. In fact, when Ezekiel wrote the above prophecy, there was no tower of Syene. During 1967, Russians and Egyptians built a dam to supply hydroelectric power, naming it Aswan High Dam. Syene in Hebrew means opening or key. At the dam, a tower called the Lotus Tower landmarks entrance into Egypt. A lotus is considered a perfect and divine flower that symbolizes beauty and spirituality in cultures and religions worldwide. Lotus are like lily pads that come out of the deep water of darkness to reach sunlight in order to bloom. This flower symbolically represents Luciferian doctrine, wisdom, and light out of Yahuah's ignorant darkness. Now that is some bull tucky to me. The lotus position used in meditation opens the crown chakra and allows the pineal gland's third eye to be filled with illumination. In reality, the position is like a coiled cobra, used to invoke the serpent located in the pelvis up your spine to sit in your holy of holies, or your kodesh of kodeshes. Sayin Tower in Egypt symbolizes this satanic practice. No wonder this tower was prophesied by Ezekiel to be wiped out in a generation who will witness Yahuah's great tribulation. Ousting President Mubarak was not for establishment of real democracy, but to allow for eventually canceling a 1979 Egyptian-Israeli peace treaty. The prophet Isaiah in chapter 36:6 warns Egypt could never be trusted. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh king of Egypt to all that trust in him. With Mubarak out, Israel's main supporter to buffer Middle East attacks became compromised. Jordan, Israel's second supporter, was also attacked. Muslim Brotherhood infiltrated Jordan like they did in Egypt. Hamas, inside of Israel, also began carrying out covert operations. Hezbollah, which controlled Lebanon, threatened war on Israel if Syrian President Bashar al-Assad was forced from office. All the while, Iran pursued completion of their nuclear program under pretense of producing electric power, when more than likely it was secretly preparing warhead capability to strike Israel. Iran is not Arabic, even though it is an Islamic republic, but it is the area of ancient Persia that Daniel the prophet gave great warnings about, becoming a future evil kingdom attacking Israel. This means tensions are only going to escalate. Middle East changes have one goal: order out of chaos that will ultimately bring a King of Kings to Jerusalem to rule and reign in the name of universal consciousness. Arabs and Jews lived for centuries side by side without conflict, just as Isaac and Ishmael did hundreds of years ago. Unrest in the Middle East is being intentionally initiated by outside facets, hoping such turmoil will give them control over Yahuah's promised land. This ongoing attack has been well orchestrated, using Arab skin to riot against their very own leaders. Eventual control over the Suez Canal is what Satan's Dragon Brotherhood wants, because it has power to shut down economies from Europe to the United States of America. Next time we will be reading Acorn Destroys Trust in American Elections. That should be interesting. And after that is Distortion of Truth. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson today. I apologize, it was a longer lesson than I figured it would be, but it was about 3 pages long, so it ended up being longer. Now, I'm going to do my favorite part. It's time to praise Yahuah. And I still haven't been able to set this microphone up yet. The app that they want me to use, Star Maker app, it seems like I would have to pay for the app, and it doesn't make sense for me to pay for the app. I don't want to use it for karaoke. That's a karaoke app. I want to use this mic for having a better sound quality on here for you guys, and to have better sound quality with my singing. And that's why I got the one that came with the sound box, but I got the cheaper one when I should have got the one that was just a little bit more expensive. It's just I'm trying to get what I can afford, because there's not really a lot I can afford, and that is why I always have the donation link down in the description box. Okay, so and like this is supposed to help like fix how my voice sounds with like the treble, bass. It has backtracking, echo, and minimize and maximize on the microphone. And then there's different buttons I can push, like voiceover, voice change, reverb or delay, laughter, giggle, flash. They even have a cheer and a gunshot. And then 9277 doesn't make sense. There's an elimination button, yell, and kiss. I don't know, there's a couple other ones too. But my husband somehow got the box to, the light to actually stop flashing, and it stayed on a solid color, but we just couldn't get it hooked up to anything. And somebody told me, a brother told me, that I shouldn't try to hook it all up to the laptop. I should hook that up on a separate, this whole microphone with the box, I should hook it up to a separate device like a tablet or a phone. But I just feel bad that I bought that and now I can't even use it, and I can't get it to work. Same thing with my my new webcam. I had it working and now it's not working, and I have to use my laptop webcam. But at least I have a ring light. But it's kind of expensive for a ring light only, and not being able to use the webcam. All right, I apologize. Now it's time to praise Yahuah. Count it all joy. 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 Through the persecution, Yahushua went through it too. Count it all joy. Count it all joy. Through the trials and tribulations, through the suffering and the pain, count it all joy. Count it all joy. No matter what you're going through and you don't know what to do, just look to Yahushua and count it all joy. When Hasatan throws a wrench into your life, drop down to your knees and pray to Abba Yahuah, and He will work it all out for you, so you can count it all joy. Count it all joy, so you can count it all joy. Count it all joy. Yahuah works everything out for our good. Your heart and your mind must be working in unison. Stay faithful to Yah, and He'll stay faithful to you, so you can count it all joy. Don't get caught up in the worries of care of this world. Stay on the narrow path, not the broad road to destruction. Yahuah always has your back in your righteous way, so you can count it all joy. Count it all joy. Hallelujah. All praise and esteem to our Alua, our Abba Yahuah. We love you with an everlasting love, as our Abba Yahuah and the Shamayim loves each and every one of us. You woke up just at the right time. Anytime Daddy walks in, you wake up. What's up with that? Okay. Kisses, Bella, we gotta blow kisses. Baby. I said baby bean. Bella bean. We love you. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Until next time.